Hello, and welcome to Hexagon Strategy issue number 3, setting up the Unreal Engine and the template. This was how we began our code. We started with nothing and little experience with the Unreal Engine, and then we learned how to set up Unreal Engine, how to connect it to source control, which is GitHub, and furthermore, how to get a basic template running with the Unreal assets. So, from the user point of view, we began with none of this. There was nothing that we had in Unreal, and this was the initial first step that we've done here in this issue. So the user can begin the project if they have pulled down the repo and they open Unreal and install Unreal and then open Unreal and open this project. They'll be able to hit this button to actually start the project. They have this one character they can control, and if they take their mouse and left click on a point on the screen, the character will move to that point. So this is a very simple game. They can actually interact with some of the objects in the room. And this is the sample that Unreal gave us. This was just to get the very most basic thing in Unreal set up. So we set that up for the user. That's how they can interact with the program, and we set up source control in Unreal. So we actually connected to our repo and are now able to make any changes here that will actually change on our GitHub repo. So for the user, there's a big change going from nothing to this. And for the developers, before we just had our documentation in our repo and our README. And after this, now we actually have an Unreal Engine project that we can all pull down and follow. So if you see the files changed, there's a lot of these Unreal asset.uasset files, which is things like the character and the cube and the ramp. Everything in the game is represented in one of these assets that we actually need to pull down so that we can replicate this and get it running on other people's machines. And then we have some of the C# files, which is just the very basic code that came with these uh, initial template files. So this is how the code has changed. And so we started with no code and no anything to show in Unreal Engine, and now we have this basic thing that we've actually replicated. It works on everybody's machine now, and that is our issue number 3, setting up the Unreal Engine and template. Thank you for watching.